You are now listening to the smooth sounds and dank sounds of Black and the Black Times Infinity. I am your host, your boy Blue, coming to you live from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that dank. On my far left is choking out on the 1-2s, smoking this and that, and this, doing this and that. It's Konos.
You can see more of my facial features. I got a jawline, y'all. I'm not just some secretive fat fuck. I'm just saying. I got a jawline. Oh, damn it. I used curse words in the intro. That's supposed to be a no-no. No, I got to edit out my own crap. All right.
You look like a baby. On my far left, we have the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Microsoft buying everybody up in here, this bitch.
Buying everybody's family up. All right, we are back at it again. It's Wednesday. Actually, yeah, it's Wednesday, January 19th. Let me do a quick shout out to my mom. My mom today's her birthday, so happy birthday, Mrs.
Mrs.
Call her Red.
Yeah,
No, her name is it's Red.
People can figure out your whole name by just saying her last name.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like her nickname when she growing up as a kid was Red, just because my mom actually has red hair. Like, it's not like a redhead red hair, but like it has like shades of red in it. And I, like at first when she told me about it, I was like, yeah, right, whatever. You're black. You can't have red hair. And I saw younger pictures of her, and she does. I was like, wow, it's actually as common or not common, but it's rare for black people to have red hair.
But also,
yeah.
Kids strip out all of the fucking joy in your life, including all the color, all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
so
yeah, happy birthday.
Got some stats.
I do. I have some statistics. Listener of the week will be Crimson Hunter. Thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate it. First in the chat, I can't tell so far because we just went live and nobody's popping up yet, but I might be actually frozen. My screen is frozen. So there's that. So yeah, nobody in there yet.
Nobody's in there?
Not yet. Not that I can see. I mean, nobody's chatted yet. As
Okay.
soon as I stop talking, somebody will probably say something.
They're probably still eating cookies. We keep cookies in the vault.
That we do. Come get some free digital cookies. When we say cookies, we mean YouTube cookies, bitches. We're not talking about actual cookies through the internet because that doesn't exist.
No. Well, I guess there is cookies that's in like your browser history.
That's what I was talking about. Cookies from YouTube. Okay. That's what I was talking about.
Gotcha. I got you.
Nerd cookies.
I was actually thinking like real cookies.
Yeah.
Some of you might be wondering where Prodigy is. He's running from Meta Police for some reason. I think it's food related. And then Stitch is brooding on a gargoyle somewhere. We've been trying to get him to come down, but he said he gave some long-winded speech about saving the city and justice and stuff like that. So we just let him.
He didn't want to be like Oliver Queen and let down the city.
He was
I guess so.
Swear to me.
Oh, damn. But yeah.
All right. Oh, no, they usually have some RIPs for us.
Yeah. This one came out today. It's kind of messed up. So, this person is French, and a lot of his cohorts.
Oui.
Cohorts are French. So I'm gonna be messing up all these names because I do not speak French, at least not very well. So, we're gonna say pouring out some. We'll pour out some Chablis this time because the only RIP I got. So I'm probably gonna mess up his last name for sure, but Gaspard Ulliel, it's Ulliel, believe.
It's like UL.
Almost like UV Ball. ULEL, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't speak French. No idea.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so he's a French actor. He played the young Hannibal Lecter in 2007's Hannibal Rising. He's also featured in the World War I drama A Very Long Engagement, which stars Audrey Tautou. He won the Best Actor, I believe it's pronounced César. It could be Caesar. I don't speak French. It is the French equivalent of an Oscar back in 2017 for his performance opposite Marion Cotillard and Léa Seydoux in It's Only the End of the World. The actor was on a skiing trip in Sauvier, I believe it's pronounced Sauvier, Savoie, Sauvier region on Tuesday morning, where he collided with another person, or I don't know if it's another skier or just someone who was standing still on
Was
the
it you
hill.
on Ninja?
No,
Because
I'd
I'm
be
just saying,
dead.
you got the thing on your head. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, no, I don't do well in the cold, so you ain't gonna be catching me up on no hill skiing. He suffered a severe brain trauma, and he was airlifted to a hospital in Grenoble, where he died earlier today. He was 37. He is set to appear in Marvel Studios' Moon Knight TV series in March as Midnight Man. So R.I.P. to him.
It's kind of sorry. Just a little side note. I remember one time I went snowboarding and I collided with a person. Dude, I thought I was dead. Seriously, like I hit that person. Well, I didn't hit them, but their skis went over my board and it sent me fucking tumbling. One thing I shouldn't have been speeding. Like I was going down the hill pretty goddamn fast, and like yeah, I tried. This person started to go right and then they went left and they crashed into me or whatever. But like just like I hit my head so hard that like I had like a pile of snow on my head, but since I was like kind of hot, the snow started melting, so it started dripping down my face. And I swear to God, I thought I cracked my head open. I was like hella like freaking out. Some people said I passed out for a while, but what the hell was that?
What was that? Did something just jump at
you
you?
like fell over. It's
I
like,
was like,
come on, it looks like it jumped at me. Sorry.
I thought that was a giant spider, and I was like, "What was that?"
It hella looked like that. I was like, what the hell?
Hmm.
But yeah, I just people thought I was knocked out, but I wasn't knocked out. I was just in so much fucking pain that like I just couldn't respond to them. And like actually, Snow Patrol had to put me onto the back of the they had to bring me downhill, and that was actually kind of fun. And so I hung out in like the med bay or whatever, and like sipped hot cocoa and chilled, and like they checked on me and stuff. But I was fine.
A dear friend of mine, 2 years ago, he was snowing in the Reno area, or he was skiing in the Reno area. He was snowboarding actually. He was going about. I guess they clocked him at 60. He hit a tree.
God damn. God
Hit a
damn.
tree going downhill. Broke his
He
back.
explode. Oh.
No, broke his back. He couldn't walk for a while. He had to have numerous surgeries. He had to be in rehab for about 6, 7 months, but he is walking again. He actually listens to the podcast from time to time. So he's out with his family. He's out in Florida now, but he's up walking again. I was tripping out because I was hitting him up every day, talking to his wife, like, what's going on? What happened? You know, it was pretty scary because he was unconscious for a while. And like, he was so knocked out that they were able to perform the surgery on him while he was out. I mean, I'm pretty sure they sedated him further.
Well, yeah, they kind of have to.
Yeah. So, but he had to have like a 6-hour surgery.
Damn. So
yeah,
I'll give you another story. Nowhere near as horrible as that one. So I hope your friend recovers fully. But
yeah, he's walking now. He's walking again.
Well, that's good. But I mean, that's still walking is not fully recovered. So
true.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway.
First
First time I went snowboarding. I don't even know if Blue was there, but it was with. I can't even say who he was with because it's. Anyway, you know who I was with. I was with two people you don't like anymore.
Damn.
But anyway, we went snowboarding and like we were talking about. I think we went to. Was it Squaw Valley? Which I didn't know this until recently. But apparently, squaw is super offensive to Native Americans.
Yeah, I know that either.
Yeah, I looked it up. So apparently now they're renaming because I was watching a video. I think it was a commercial for like Toyota, and it was definitely they were at Squaw Valley, but they called it like I think it was like Principal something. There's like a different name for it, so they're renaming like most of, if not all of Squaw Valley, because apparently it's a really disparaging term for Native American women, and they use it especially even more offensive for Native American or Native men. Anyway, I went to a place.
It's called Palisades?
Palisades. Can't say Palisades? That's what it is, Palisades.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Which is definitely a much better name. Anyway, so I never snowboarded in my life before. We went up there. We're talking about snowboarding. They were telling me like what to do. They were seasoned snowboarders. They're white people. All right. So they had been snowboarding a whole bunch of times. I'd never been in the snow. I think at that point. So, but I knew how to like skateboard. I was a really good rollerblader, which doesn't really translate that well to snowboarding. But anyway, um, we're talking about like how to like move and how to go on the mountain and stuff like that. And so I get on the snowboard. We get to we get to the top. I get on the snowboard. I start going down, and I start moving. And they didn't tell me how to stop.
Yeah.
So I just start going. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going. I start going faster and faster and faster and faster. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know how to stop. And then I hit a patch of ice, and I like I remember I like literally like flew in the air, like I was like vertical or horizontal, and I landed on another patch of ice. And like I remember I was wearing glasses at the time, and I was wearing goggles and stuff too. But I remember like I landed, and there was like red snow like when I landed. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I took off my goggles, and my glasses were like embedded in like my face. I like took them out.
Shit.
There was like blood everywhere. I was like, what the fuck, man?
On your first run?
My first, not even. It was my first run. It was like the very top. You know how we ran up, those peaks before for a Spartan race.
Yeah.
And we obviously snowboarded down it before too. But yeah, I was just like, so I was like at the very top. So I had a long way to go down. But I the whole weekend I was like, whatever. Like I got bloodied up, but I'm still gonna like learn how to ride. So yeah, I mean, I finished the whole weekend and learn how to snowboard. So crazy thing is that I actually own a snowboard that I never used.
Damn!
I bought a snowboard like back when I moved back to America, maybe like 2 years after I moved back. And I bought it, and I never had a chance to use it yet. So
Damn.
Yeah, it's a nice one too. It's a Burton.
Damn.
Dude, I fucking love snowboarding. That's probably like one of my favorite sports. Like, it's been years since I've done it, just because last time I went, because I had step in bindings, and these were like the thing back in like 2000s or the 90s. That's how old they are. But eventually my boot ripped, and I just never got around to buying new bindings. But yeah, like the same people that Kronos is talking about, those guys taught me how to snowboard as well.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I went up was with them, and they were like, there's the I'm a little teapot, and there you go, man. You just go down the hill.
Yeah, I remember Cronus talking about his snowboard, and I'm like, oh, he's like, we should go snowboarding, and he had just got his SUV. I'm like, dude, we should totally pile in an SUV and go to Reno Tahoe and snowboard, but that never happened.
Yeah, never went.
Yeah, we never went.
But
because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy a board, but I'll rent one.
Yeah.
And I'll rent this shitty ass board. I'm down to snowboard, but I'm not down to hit a tree or go down like the super. Because I guess apparently they have 3 different grades. They have the kids, the novice, and then like expert, like downhill slopes or whatever. I'm gonna ride with the kids. I don't care what y'all say.
Well, I want to go out and see. So Devil Tank lives in Utah, and he goes snowboarding, especially right now. Like,
Oh God.
damn near every fucking weekend with his kids and his family. So I haven't seen him in Jesus Christ since I was in the Marine Corps. So we haven't seen each other probably in fucking 20 years, maybe, which is weird. But yeah, like 20 years we haven't seen each other. But I'm definitely down to go up there and meet his. Well, I know his wife because we went to school together. So did me and him. But I've never met his kids, and I haven't seen him in forever. But I definitely want to hit him up and have him show me like the ways, like all the nice slopes where he's at. So yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, because Utah's like known for like their. Aspen is in Utah, right? Aspen, Utah.
I think Aspen's in Colorado.
It's in Colorado.
Yeah,
That's in Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was gonna say, hold on, you're talking about. So half the podcast
it's Colorado.
children I've never met. Like I've met Cronus's both of his daughters. I met Prodigy's kids, but I've never seen Stitch's daughter. Never seen Blue's son
In person, yeah, it's weird.
in person.
COVID times,
I've seen
man.
pictures of them, so I know what they look like in case they get separated from their parents. But
Yeah.
everybody else,
Well, that's what's weird about social media is that I remember one time I was at a Safeway in Fremont, and there was a girl that I knew, which is a woman now, obviously, in high school, and I know what her kid looks like her daughter, and like I was going through like Safeway and I saw like her daughter and then her husband, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be weird. Like I can't say hi to them because they don't fucking know me. And then I saw her and I was like, oh hey, what's going on? And it's like So I definitely recognize like
Dude.
her whole family, but not you know it's weird.
Dude, it's funny. Something similar happened to me with you remember Mai, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're missing a vowel, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Isn't it Mai? What's her? Wait.
You're missing a vowel, but yes, I know who she is.
Maya.
Yeah.
Maya. Yeah. Sorry, Maya. Yeah.
yeah.
I have another friend named Maya. That's what it is. But yeah, it's funny because like, her now husband works at Apple, and at the time I was working at Apple, and I was just randomly walking to Albertsons that were nearby, or is it Lucky's? Lucky's.
Lucky's
I was
now.
the Lucky's nearby, and I was walking there, and like, there's a guy walking through the street, and I saw him. I was like, hey, do you know somebody named Maya? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? I think his name is Josh or something like that. I can't remember what his name is, but like, I knew his name, I knew his face, and I started to talk to him. He was probably like, who the fuck is this guy randomly talking to me? And I told him like I was just a fan of his, and like, I saw you do social media or whatever. But yeah, I was just
So
funny.
that's funny because I've had that happen as well. So I've actually ran into Maya, and we have never been introduced in person, but I know what she looks like.
Really?
Yeah, because you guys met her at a social function, and this is when
My
she was
house.
single. Yeah, but I wasn't there.
Oh.
So, but everyone friended her, and she's like in numerous groups that we have, like Ben Heads and everybody else is in. So I knew what she looked like. I knew who she is, and then I ran into her in person. I was like, "Oh, hey." And I was like, "Oh, I can't say anything because we never been properly introduced, but I totally know who she is." And she had no idea who I was, so I couldn't say anything because it'd been like super weird. Like, "Hey, I know who you are because I've seen you before. You were friends with my friends." And she'd be like, "Yeah, it's kind of weird," but I left it alone. But I was just, "Oh, I
Yeah,
know who you are."
she's cool as fuck. She's like the ringer when it comes to karaoke.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah,
Seriously.
that girl with not even Mariah Carey. She'll Whitney Houston her ass off.
Damn.
Yeah. Like we
That's
went
how good she
to
is.
the playground in San Francisco, which I hope is still open. After after COVID is done, but
I'm pretty sure they're doing back alley like poker games or whatever.
Probably.
They're stay
But
open.
if the place called Playground is still around in San Francisco, during and after COVID, definitely go. It's the highest recommendation for a karaoke place if you're in the Bay Area. Go to a place called the Playground. But anyway, we went there a couple times, and she went there, and I didn't know she could sing, and I was like, God damn, because I can't sing for shit. And she was just like, it's like watching somebody that is like a semi-professional singer, and like watching them sing for like the first time, you're just like, holy fuck, like you can actually sing. And I'm sitting over
Yeah.
here fucking tone deaf, but whatever.
So the playground is still open.
Is
They're still doing their business. It's
Awesome.
good. But yeah, it's crazy, man.
All right, that was some good bullshit.
Yeah.
I got two snowboards still. I still got my first one, and then I got like a K2 one I bought like a long time ago.
Nice.
Dude, remember Tri-City?
Yes, now it's
Sorry,
a
another
bunch
tangent.
of apartments or duplexes or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I
Tri-City
rented my
was the
first
shit.
snowboard. Yeah,
It's always sad that a lot of the things that we had when we were younger is kind of gone.
well, it's weird because it used to be like it was either California's or United States' largest at the time sports store. It was like literally two big ass fucking buildings that was just full of sports equipment, and then it just
And they had like everything, like
yeah.
gardening stuff. They had like patio furniture. If you name it, if you can think of it, they probably had it there.
Yeah.
Anything that's sports related or gardening.
I'm still tripping about Toys R Us. I thought Toys R Us was like the go-to place for like pretty much anything like kids entertainment, but they also had pretty good deals on games, and
Yeah.
all that's gone. I mean, technically they're kind of back under a different name. I think that's called Jeffrey's World or something like that, or
I heard it's coming back.
something.
Yeah.
So it's still weird that they got wiped out because like KB Toys, I didn't think was gonna last, and that was gone first. And then I was like, well, look at like Toys R Us was like big ass warehouses of like